The owner of a local towing company is behind bars tonight.
Dennis Cleveland pleaded guilty in March to illegally tampering with the emissions controls on company vehicles.
Francis Watson explains why the man who said he wouldn't spend any time in jail is now behind bars. Francis.
Yeah, Paul, Maria, the U.S. Attorney's Office says Dennis Cleveland, owner of Affordable Towing, violated conditions of his release. He pleaded guilty in March to violating the Clean Air Act. We tried to contact the business, but the phone number isn't working, and the Springfield location appears to be closed. Even a check of the company's website, if you scroll down to the bottom and hit contact, it shows that that is also defunct. All of this, as Cleveland told us just months ago, that he would follow the law.
Not to get in trouble with the federal government is why it's important.
Dennis Cleveland, the owner of Springfield's Affordable Towing, was arrested in Greene County last week. We interviewed him in March, shortly after he pleaded guilty in federal court to charges of 1 count of conspiracy to violate the Clean Air Act and 1 count of tampering with the Clean Air Act monitoring device.
I didn't think it was a big deal.
Turns out it was a big deal. Cleveland admits that he told his employees to physically disable emissions control components on multiple heavy-duty diesel tow trucks. He worked with Robert Dyke of Full Flash Tuning. The company specializes in illegally tampering with the onboard diagnostic systems on these vehicles. Cleveland says he did it to save money, avoiding maintenance expenses on emissions control systems and spending less on fuel.
Every 200,000 miles, you got to completely redo the exhaust system again. And the process of that is bankrupting the whole trucking industry.
A warrant was issued for Cleveland's arrest, and during a hearing Monday, it was discovered that he violated the conditions of his release. A federal prosecutor said that Cleveland is still using altered tow trucks. He now faces up to 7 years in federal prison.
You have to obey the laws, bottom line. I mean, it isn't, in my mind, socially, it's not wrong. And there's lots of people that would disagree with that. And so the object is to comply.
Our calls to Dennis Cleveland's attorney have not been returned. He's scheduled to be back in court for a bond revocation hearing next week. Cleveland will stay in jail until then. Paul, Maria.
Thank you, Francis. Now to our weather.